On your dime, as waiting lists grow for public housing in southern New England, some people living there are bringing home bigger paychecks than you might expect.
It's not against the law, but is it fair? Well, now the government is cracking down years after the I-Team exposed this issue. But as NBC 10's I-Team reporter Tamara Sakarzik reports, this is falling short too.
When you think of public housing, you probably think of families barely making ends meet. But an ongoing I-Team investigation reveals that's not always the case.
You can live in public housing and still have a good income.
8 years ago, the I-Team found 64 tenants in New Bedford public housing making more than $100,000 a year. One household made more than $200,000. Fast forward to now, there are 21 families in that affordable housing program with six-figure salaries, with one person topping out at over $130,000. Would most people be surprised to hear that?
I know they'd be surprised.
We need to stress a majority of people in public housing are actually struggling, but others make more than average. In North Providence, we found one person who's bringing home $84,721 a year. Meanwhile, a neighbor in the same apartment building is making just over $11,000. There are some people that are making over six figures. How is that allowed to happen?
Eligibility for public housing is a factor of income, but it's also a factor of housing costs in that area.
Brenda Clement is the director of Housing Works RI at Roger Williams University.
We're in a very high cost housing market.
While the average statewide income in Rhode Island is $74,489, those who make $86,000 or less can qualify for public housing in many cities, 120% of the median income. Several people in southern New England exceed that threshold, but are still living in affordable units, something the government is changing this January.
That it's not really fair, so HUD finally decided to come up with some regulations about overincome.
West Warwick Public Housing Director Stephen O'Rourke broke down the new rules for us. Starting next year, if someone makes over the income limit, they'll either get evicted or charged the household market rate. But that's only after a 2-year grace period. They're giving people 24 months. Obviously, there's a very long waiting list for public housing. Is that fair?
I personally don't think it's fair. If you have the means to live and pay the market rent, you really should, because you're depriving a low-income person housing.
Clement argues it's a sign of the times.
People are struggling to find housing in the private market. So my guess is that those particular families are there because they can't find other options.
According to a report by Housing Works RI, you can't affordably buy a home in Rhode Island if you make less than $70,000 a year. While a healthy vacancy rate is usually about 6 to 8%, the vacancy rate in Rhode Island is 2 to 4%.
There's no place for people to transition to out of public housing, and not nearly enough public housing and lower income housing for everybody who needs it.
With a 4 to 8 year wait list for affordable housing and a 24-month grace period for those transitioning out, the new rules likely won't make a dent in the region's housing crisis. So it seems like HUD kind of put their foot down, but not really.
That's my opinion. Yeah, that's a good characterization of it.
Another potential issue involves families who do decide to stay come January and just pay the market rate. While they will remain in public housing, we couldn't find any rules that would require the housing authority to replace that home with an additional affordable housing unit. For the NBC 10 team, I'm Tamara Sakarzik.